Your hands are clammy. Your heart is slamming against your ribs. You can feel every face in the room pointed at you like a heat lamp. You're about to speak, and suddenly, you can't remember the first word. Your mouth goes dry. Your vision tunnels. You feel like you might actually die. But here's the strange part. Public speaking isn't actually dangerous. So why does your body react as if you're staring down a predator? The real answer is far stranger than stage fright. It's a 200,000-year-old survival program that your brain is running right now. And it's not a glitch, it's a feature. Imagine you're not in a conference room. You're on the open savanna, surrounded by your tribe of about 150 people. For your ancestors, this group was everything. It was your grocery store, your hospital, your security system. Being part of the tribe meant survival. Being cast out meant a slow, certain death. No one survived alone. So your brain evolved a hair-trigger alarm system for anything that threatened your social standing. And the most dangerous thing that could happen? Being singled out. Being stared at. Being the center of attention. To your ancient brain, a room full of silent, staring faces is not an audience. It's a tribunal. And it's deciding your fate. Deep inside your brain, a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala acts as your threat detector. It doesn't reason, it reacts. And it's especially sensitive to eyes. In 2001, neuroscientist David Parrott found that the amygdala activates more strongly when a face is looking directly at you than when it's looking away. 100 pairs of eyes are like 100 alarm bells ringing at once. Your amygdala triggers the hypothalamus, which floods your body with adrenaline and cortisol. This is the same chemical cascade that would prepare you to fight a lion or run from a wildfire. But you're not running. You're standing still. So all that energy has nowhere to go. Your hands shake, your voice cracks, your stomach churns. You're not nervous. You're mobilized for a physical threat that doesn't exist. And it gets worse. Your brain treats social rejection as literal physical pain. In 2003, psychologist Naomi Eisenberger put participants in an fMRI scanner and had them play a ball-tossing game. When they were suddenly excluded, the brain's pain centers lit up, the same ones that activate when you stub your toe. Evolutionarily, this makes perfect sense. If separation from the tribe meant death, then the brain had to make rejection hurt so much that you'd do anything to avoid it. So when you stand up to speak, your brain isn't just afraid of messing up. It's afraid of being laughed at, judged, and cast out. And to it, that feels like a life-or-death emergency. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux has spent decades showing that the amygdala can trigger a fear response before your conscious mind even knows what's happening. So when you see those faces staring, your body is already reacting, before you can tell yourself it's just a speech. Many people don't run or fight, they freeze. Their mind goes blank. This is the ancient play dead response. When a predator is too close, sometimes the best strategy is to stop moving and hope the threat passes. But with an audience, there's no predator, just staring. So you stand there paralyzed while your brain screams for you to flee. Even your voice betrays you. The vocal cords are controlled by the vagus nerve, which is heavily influenced by stress. When you're in fight or flight, your body tightens, your throat constricts, your pitch rises. This is an ancient signal of submission, a way of saying I'm not a threat to the dominant members of the group. But in a modern presentation, a shaky voice is just embarrassing. And then there's the heat, the rush of blood to your face when you're embarrassed. This is a uniquely human, involuntary signal. Evolutionary psychologist Mark Leary argues that blushing evolved as a way to show the group that you acknowledge you violated a social norm. It says, "I know I messed up. Please don't exile me." The problem is, in a speech, the blush just makes you feel more exposed. But why does it feel like everyone is watching only you? In 2000, psychologist Thomas Gilovich identified the spotlight effect. People overestimate by a huge margin how much others notice them. Your brain assumes every eye is evaluating you, because for your ancestors, being watched by the group was a matter of survival. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar found that the human neocortex evolved to manage a social network of about 150 people. That's the tribe. And being excluded from that tribe was a catastrophe. So your brain is still wired to monitor every face for signs of rejection, even when you're just giving a toast at a wedding. This ancient system is not designed for nuance. It can't tell the difference between a predator and a PowerPoint. It doesn't know that the people staring at you are just waiting for you to finish so they can go to lunch. All it sees is a group of eyes, a silent threat, and a potential for rejection. So it launches the full survival protocol. Every time. Today, you probably won't be cast out of the tribe for a bad speech. But your brain doesn't know that. The same circuitry that kept your ancestors alive now makes you sweat through a job interview. It makes you fumble your words during a wedding toast. It makes you dread the Zoom call where all those little faces stare back at you. Public speaking is rated as more terrifying than death in some surveys. That's not an exaggeration. It's your brain's honest calculation. Social death equals actual death. So the next time you stand up to speak, your heart will pound, your palms will sweat, your mind will try to go blank. But now you know, it's not weakness. It's not a flaw. It's a 200,000-year-old survival instinct screaming at you to stay safe. And maybe, just maybe, understanding that is the first step to quieting the ancient alarm. Because you're not on the savannah, you're just giving a speech. And the tribe is waiting to hear what you have to say.